Welcome back to Jalen and Jacoby. We have a Hall of Famer in the studio, Dave Winfield, right here.
Bringing the show two things that it never has, class and maturity. Welcome, my brother.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming by, especially coming by in the middle of a Yankees postseason series. Obviously, you spent a lot of time playing in the Bronx. I know you saw what happened in Game 2 in the 11th inning with Correa's walk-off home run. Did the Yankees really, really blow an opportunity to come home to the Bronx up 2-0?
No.
Okay.
Two extraordinarily good teams, and no one's going to steamroll the other team. And there's going to be known people and unknown people that are going to make the difference in this series. So I'm going tonight. You know, I'm in the city.
All right.
I might as well check it out.
Okay.
And, good competition. Great series.
Good. Well, they're facing Garrett Cole. And I just want you to take a look at some of the numbers that Garrett Cole has put up because he's been absolutely dominant this postseason. You look at that: first in ERA, second in WHIP, first in strikeouts per 9 innings, second in OPS. How can the Yankees, and you were a great hitter, put you in the Hall of Fame. How do the Yankees approach a dominant pitcher like this?
I don't know if they're going to be able to change their style for this particular pitcher at this particular time. Garrett Cole, look, he's doing some phenomenal stuff. He's doing like Bob Gibson in 67, 68, Tom Seaver, 73. I mean, he's doing some of this all-time great stuff. And you can't run around, I'll just say this, and strike out 15, 16 times. You need men on base. Get somebody on base, get them over. It could be a 1 or 2 run game. So you've got to at least get someone on, advance them, get them in. Can't go for the home run all the time. That's my opinion.
Dave, do you see this as a classic contrast of styles? The Yankees are a slugging team, hit a lot of home runs. The Astros beat you with pitching and pretty much play a lot of small ball.
Yeah, I'll say it's a great contrast, just as like you have Aaron Judge on one end and Jose Altuve on the other, the smallest and the largest people in the game. But both of them play extremely good baseball. Both teams are loose. Both teams are experienced. A lot of good pitching, a lot of good hitting. I mean, for someone, this is a series to watch. This is the series to watch. I really can't tell you who's going to come out on top. Even though I played for the Yankees, I'm in New York, I don't think they're a clear-cut favorite.
Well, you've spent some of your time up in the Bronx with the long-sleeve jersey underneath the uniform, playing those fall baseball games. What are some of your best memories of playing baseball with the Yankees?
Man, it's just, although we won more games than anyone in the 80s, we didn't win at all. All I can say is it's great competition every day. You come to work, you get your uniform dirty, play hard, the people love you. So we accomplished a lot, and I will always have great memories of having played for this organization. Even when you travel, it's kind of like the Rolling Stones going somewhere. Everybody comes, and then when you're on the road, they either love you or hate you. They don't just dismiss you,
And the leader of the pack was the boss, George Steinbrenner. Can you give us one of your favorite stories?
No. No, I want to have a good thing.
We appreciate that. And we appreciate that.
I don't mind you asking. I'll skip it,
Well, something tells me when you're up in the Bronx tonight, you might get recognized. You might get a little bit of love up there.
No, we're good. I appreciate they brought me here to New York.
It's great. Well, that's not the only series still active, but it does feel like the only series still active after the Nationals dominated the Cardinals in yet another game. Is this series over between the Nats and the Cards?
I don't want to just outright say it is, but I think maybe only one team has ever come back from a 0-3 deficit. I think that was Boston over the Yankees or whatever. So when you're down 0-3, or 3 games to none, it's a difficult, big hill to climb.
So we have a segment called Behind the Curtain where we talk to athletes and they take us behind the curtain about what life is really like. If you are in the Nationals position right now, take us behind the curtain. Do you want that sweep so you can get all that rest? Or is there something that's not great about that because you lose a little bit of the momentum you've built in the postseason?
You want to win every game, not only just for the rest. You don't want to give anyone a chance to breathe. You got to be like a python. You're wrapped around them and they let out the air, get tighter on them. Just step on the throat. That's what you do because you know how it happens. They get one run, one game, then two, then all of a sudden the pressure's on you and it's tied up, and then it's a flip of a coin. And Jalen, you can say you don't want to give anybody a chance to breathe, do you?
Not at all.
Jalen rarely prepares for this show. But because you were coming on the show, he
Is that
did.
good or bad? Come on.
No, it's always good. It's always good. If he's not prepared, we don't want to change what we got going on. But he knew you were coming on, and he did some research about when you were drafted, Jalen.
Absolutely. So people know you as a Hall of Fame baseball player, rightfully so. But can you acknowledge for the fans how terrific you were at multiple sports and actually got drafted in a couple?
Well, I'll just say that, it happened out of college where I was drafted by baseball, Major League Baseball, NFL, Minnesota Vikings, and then the Atlanta Hawks and Utah Stars. I love basketball, Big Ten basketball, Jalen. We've been,
yes,
we been up there. We were able to, we were one of the few teams at Minnesota. This was before Kevin McHale and before the guys to win the Big Ten outright, first time in 50-some years. And I enjoyed the heck out of basketball, but my focus was pretty much always on baseball. But had they said, we're not going to pay you very much, I said, I'm going to go play basketball. But I did my first choice. I was fortunate, blessed, stayed healthy, 22 years. Now, Jalen, you had a long career, but could anybody play 22 years in basketball?
From
Kareem
73 to
Abdul-Jabbar
95.
is the only guy that comes to mind. What's the secret to that type of longevity? What's the secret to that type of longevity?
Wow. A combination of, you got to find a way to stay healthy, got to try to find a way to stay motivated. I always had a reason to be motivated every day to do well. And I don't want to tick off of the list, but it was always to get respect to my teammates. It was to win. It was to position myself for a contract, to position myself for a trade, want people to remember you. I could go on and on. There was always a reason to play hard. And, I'm going to say one thing about players today, and you see a lot of injuries in baseball in particular. Sometimes guys are caught up too much into, I have to try to be every part of their body has to push the envelope. They're trying to be superhuman in every aspect. The shoulder should be this size. You should run this quickly. And it's not baseball shape. And then guys are getting hurt. There's more injuries now because they're in the gym every day. That's no good.
That's a really good point. You are also here for health reasons as well. You've been working with Myeloma MVP. What is that organization and why are you so passionate about it?
Well, Amgen has put together a campaign really to combat myeloma. Myeloma is an insidious, it's a blood cancer, and it's a very tough opponent. And a lot of people in the baseball family, starting with my friend Don Baylor of so many years, he was diagnosed with it. He battled it for about 14 years. So I was able to team up with Amgen, and there's a campaign going on. And I'll tell you this, go to the website first so I don't miss this. It's myelomaexplained.com, and there they can download a guide that will help you in 3 different areas, help you build your team and and a plan with your doctor, and have some goals and objectives. Because many people obtain this, or they have the disease and they don't know which way to go. And so we're out fanning out around New York over the next couple of days, making people know about this particular program and the campaign, and we're just educating people. So I appreciate even the time today to allow us to be able to talk about it.
Oh, of course. And while we will always appreciate and celebrate the work you've done on the field, work like this is even more important to us. Thank you so much for the time. Anytime you want to come by and talk about anything, you're always welcome back to Jalen and Jacoby. And everyone, stay tuned. Simone Biles said something that was shocking. Shocking. We'll show you what that is.
What'd she say? She's the best?
Stay tuned.